Hello everyone, my name is CJ Game the Gamer, and welcome to another theory video. So this one's going to be a bit more different because I'm not going to be really using notes or reading from notes. I'm just going to be reading off what you guys are about to see on the screen. So there is this person named 4chan who posted on a website, but then he removed it. But someone got everything, and I believe we posted it. But all this information also comes from Schmuckles, so I will leave the link down in the description below. So a lot of this information is coming from Schmuckles, since there is not any in the DVD news server or anything like that. So let's get started. But I want you to guys please take this with a grain of salt, because none of this is actually confirmed by behavior. So, and there is a big coincidence as to why this could be faked, and I will get to that in a little bit. But it says, I have a very reliable source that told me the upcoming chapters for Dead by Daylight. First of all, December chapter is based on Phantom of the Opera, or a Banshee. Visually, she resembles the Phantom, but the power-wise, she's a siren. So that is going to be pretty interesting to see a actual Phantom or Banshee in this case. That would be very interesting to see an actual Banshee come into Dead by Daylight, because we have so many different kinds of characters. We have a robot, which is the Singularity. We have we have non-human beings. We have human beings. So it'll be interesting for a change to see a actual like Phantom or Banshee. It said, so this would be her description, so, or her lore. So it says, she was a singer during the French Revolution who became the voice of the people. When the terror started, pro-revolutionary forces attempted to arrest her at a concert, and the ensuing riot caused a fire that burned her. So she must have like gotten like accused of something that we don't know of. Could that maybe that might be in the lore, if this is all true, but we'll have to wait and see. But if this is true, and we are getting the actual Banshee, then we'll probably see why she got burned. Her power is a mix of sonar and using sound waves as a weapon. Black Canary. So that'll be pretty interesting to see a killer using sonar or sound waves, because Sadako, she uses some Japanese symbol to attack the survivors, and most killers either use weapons or punches them. So that'll be pretty interesting to see a killer finally using some kind of different source rather than just punching or using a Japanese symbol or using knives or swords or something to kill the survivors with. So that'll be pretty interesting. The next thing, and be honest, I'm going to be honest here, I find this very hard to believe. I don't believe this is actually going to be true. And I will talk about it after I read this, but there is a reason why I find this very hard to believe that it won't be Jason. But it says the March chapter is not Slender, Predator, or Jason. More on that later. It's Art the Clown from Terrifier. The reason why I find this hard to believe is because of Jason. Now, the reason why I believe personally that Jason is coming into Dead by Daylight for the March update is because due to the fact that he actually came in to multiverses and I believe the Jason universe or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's another reason. Those are two reasons why that I could possibly see Jason being a potential killer as the March killer. And personally, he is my front runner right now. I personally believe that it will be Jason Voorhees. But as I said before, if all of this is true, then we most likely will be getting Art the Clown, which will be pretty interesting, to be honest. This one, oh boy, this one's gonna be a bit more hard to actually believe, because this is way too soon. But I know this has actually been on the radar list for behavior of chapters to get, but it's very hard to believe that this would actually be an anniversary chapter. But it says next anniversary is a Jurassic Park chapter. Behavior and Universal have a great relationship, and they were very impressed by Chucky. The chapter is meant to also promote the new Jurassic Park film. The killer is the Indoraptor, with Ian Malcolm as the survivor. So that will be pretty interesting to see an Indoraptor or a Velociraptor or any type of raptor, for that matter, as a killer in Dead by Daylight. The real question is, how would the Indoraptor actually hook the survivors? That is the only issue, because of course it can't bend. Well, I mean, it could probably bend down and grab the survivor, but will it be able to like reach the hook and hook the survivor? Because it would literally basically be technically the Xenomorph's pickup animation, basically. Or unless it's gonna be like have like the survivor hooked on the back, on like the back of the Indoraptor or the Velociraptor, and he actually or it lifts its body and hooks them that way. That would be pretty interesting. But I just find that very hard to believe that Jurassic Park will be the anniversary chapter. And the only reason why is because of these. Because as I said before, none of this is actually confirmed. So we'll have to wait and see what the December chapter is. Then obviously if it's going to be the December chapter, which will be the Banshee, then it's obviously going to end up being Art the Clown, and then you'll be able to know that the anniversary chapter will most likely be the Jurassic Park. But here's some more information. Let's move on to that. The Walking Dead is in the works, but it has been put on hold until the roadmap frees up. I can see that. Honestly, I could really see that happening. Now, for the bad news. Personally, I personally do not believe this, and the reason being again, is because Jason came into multiverses. So I'm just gonna say this right now. This right here, what you're about to hear me read, is most likely faked. But it says, Jason is not happening. The right holders are attempting to bring back his game, and they see DVD as competition. I'm not sure if it's a sequel or a revival. I'd imagine they're still working on that. If they say bring back his game, I take it that they are referencing Friday the 13th, the game, because I know they have that still up and running, but I think once after December hits, then you can't play the game anymore. But if this is true, then I will be very disappointed that we will never get Jason Voorhees in Dead by Daylight. I will be very, very disappointed and sad because he's my favorite horror character. But as I said before, I do find this very fake. That I don't think this is true. Again, due to the fact that he did come into multiverses. So, but that could be a coincidence because that's not like Dead by Daylight where it's like, you know, where it's like a 4v1. But yeah, so there could be a lot of reasons why he said that. But this also really shocks me. So this really shocks me. And there's a reason why to this. It says FNAF also won't happen. Behavior tried to add that, but Scott made negotiations difficult, if not impossible. Behavior might try again, but don't expect it for at least 2 to 3 years. Now, there's another reason why I find this hard to believe. Because, first off, people are speculating that the announcement that Scott Cawthon is going to be making is for Five Nights at Freddy's to come in to Fortnite. And I know Fortnite players have been wanting Five Nights at Freddy's in that game for such a long time. And that just does not make sense to me whatsoever. Is if Fortnite can get the license for Five Nights at Freddy's, then why can't Dead by Daylight not get the license for Five Nights at Freddy's? Because think about it. It says right here, Scott made negotiations difficult, if not impossible. If Behavior can't get it, and they already tried, then obviously that would also fall under Fortnite as well, meaning that Fortnite probably won't be able to get the license or the license either. So really, I think that these two with about Jason and FNAF not happening, I do personally find this very fake, and that it's not actually real. But the only thing that makes all of this possibly fake is due to the fact that after the March update with the killer, there is actually going to be a paragraph original survivor, which is actually going to be the second paragraph original survivor, because Michaela Reed was the very first one, which was 2 or 3 years ago. So that's why a lot of this, or maybe even all of this, could be faked due to the fact of that, because this 4chan person most likely did not see that that there was going to be a paragraph original survivor. And he now either he left it out on purpose or he didn't realize that there was going to be. But as I said before, take this with a grain of salt, because none of this is confirmed by behavior. We'll just have to wait and see in December. It's right around the corner. It's a few months from now, because we are about to get to Castlevania, which the PTP will be for the chapter on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday on the 6th. And then we have the mid-chapter for Castlevania, and then we have the December killer and map update. So, which, and again, if this is true, then we're obviously going to be getting the Phantom of the Opera or Banshee-like killer. But it also does not mention the survivor. So I wonder why that is. That's very interesting. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys think this is real or fake? I mean, Gumpy, who leaked all of these other ones, I believe that was his name. I can't remember off the top of my head. But that person who leaked every single chapter, which was Alan Wake, Chucky, The Unknown, all of those, we have not heard from him for a while. So maybe could this be the new person who is actually correct? But to be honest, if I might be going with this, but if this is correct, then I might be correct on the dot again with the Phantom of the Opera. I'm just saying if this were to be the correct thing. So if I am correct again with the Phantom of the Opera Banshee type killer, I will be shocked, because I was right on the dot with Chucky. I was right on the dot with Alan Wake. I was right on the dot with Lara Croft. Those are the three survivors, the three chapters I have been right on the dot with. So anyway, but that's gonna do it for me. As I said before, I would like to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys think this is real or fake? But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this theory video, then make sure you smash that like button, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification so you guys can know when I post a new video. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.